Monster Movie Media presents.
Blast from the past.
Your weekly dose of
Laughing gas.
you don't like it, you can
Kiss my ass.
cause even James has a
Podcast. Even James has a podcast.
Alrighty.
Ronnie James Dio.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Even James the podcast. This beautiful, wonderful podcast is presented by Monster Movie Media. Check us out at monstermoviemedia.com and is available on the Stitcher smartphone application for your smart telephone and your smart face and everyone all together. You can listen to us right there. It'd be awesome. And we are right here live from Roxy and Dukes in Denell, New Jersey. I am your host, James H. Carter II. With me is...
Hi, I'm a circus monkey. I do backflips for little pieces of cheesecake.
a.k.a. Phill. And we still haven't found Mark. Mark is...
If you have
Lost.
seen him, I urge you. It's now been 2 episodes, and we have not seen him.
Right.
Please call 1-800-555-MARK for any information and or tips. We've got lines open round
I know,
the
it's not
clock.
funny. I know. I mean, it just makes me laugh that we actually, when we picked out the number, that it was 555, that we chose that.
You know, sometimes it's luck of the draw, sometimes it's serendipity, sometimes you pay a few extra dollars to have a number people don't think is acceptable or existent.
Well, we can't find him. But who we can find is this episode's special guest. We have a special guest right here. Please introduce yourself, sir.
Hi, my name's George Skoufas.
Hey, George.
I guess I'll be filling in for Mark this evening.
Yeah. Ta-da! Hey, it's the new Mark, everyone. It's George.
Hi. George.
George is the new Mark. Everyone's been saying that, you know, all the
Yeah.
fashion magazines.
Yep.
Nice to meet you all out there in podcast land.
Yeah, definitely. They're very,
And
they're very
the
nice to meet.
podcast, Howard Stern is an icon, and I don't know.
I don't think he is. No, he
I
isn't
don't know.
top
I was
10
just trying to make a
podcasting.
bit out of that.
That's right. So,
Now he's the king of whatever show. he's
America's
on
Got
judging
Talent.
people.
That's funny.
Yeah,
That's a
America's
funny-ass
Kids
show.
got singing talents.
Yep. So, George, you're a guest on the show.
I'm the guest.
You are someone that I've known for a long time, and up until today, I haven't seen you in almost 5 years.
Yeah.
So,
We're happy to bring all of you happy people back
Right.
together in this wonderful on-air reunion.
yes, this is an on-air reunion. George and I were co-workers at an unnamed location, which we will not name on this show.
Why? What's the occasion?
Oh!
Bastard.
But for listeners at home, this is the place that Mark and I have discussed that stripped us of our willingness to live in our soul and dignity.
And bunghole virginity.
So George worked there with us. So, but as fun as it might be for us to talk about a job that we used to have, I'm really sure the listeners at home really don't give a shit. So, but that's not. You're not here because we're ex-coworkers. You are here because you have a project that you're working on.
Because I wanted to see you again, James.
Really, is that all, or is there no project? Is this all ruse?
Well, okay. It's a I am working on a project.
Okay,
I
alright.
got all these postcards printed out of a friend of mine's face without the eyes,
Oh wow!
and I'm trying to get
Wait,
Oh, would you?
Oh, that's
I would
cool.
like-
Yes.
I mean, I got
I'll hold the microphone closer to you.
I got 3 more for you.
Oh, these are ones we can have?
Yeah, you can keep them.
Oh,
I'm
cool.
trying to get as many people to fill in the eyeballs on that face as
Oh, wow.
possible.
And send them back?
You don't have to send
Oh.
them back. I mean,
Okay.
I would like,
Wow.
I would ultimately like.
Who is this friend?
I can't
Anonymous?
divulge that. Yeah,
Okay.
He wants to remain anonymous,
Okay.
which is a shame because the project title had his name in it. So now I have to come up with a new project title.
Oh, so you don't have a name?
No.
Okay.
So
It's
I mean,
untitled project for now.
So you guys, I don't know if you guys want to help me out with the possible name title for this project.
Oh, our listeners, you ask them to do something?
And maybe 6 months later, somebody might comment about it on our forum.
They'll just jump. You guys, you'll always come through for us. We love you. I love you. I will make love to you. Let's make love to George.
That's a commitment. That's a whole lot of commitment there. You're both clean, right? If we're getting into this orgy thing.
Yeah.
All right.
So I'll make love to George, and we'll try to come up with a name. But let's continue. How
Tell
did
us a bit about it. Yeah.
how did this? Where did the idea from this come?
I don't know.
Really, just
All right. Divine inspiration.
I don't know. I guess I consider myself an artist.
Okay.
It's kind of hard telling people you're an artist, but
maybe
Should have been here for the last episode we recorded.
we were just talking about letting your artisticness flow.
Yeah. I guess it is all one episode. See?
Yeah.
Simplicity.
what, last week's
It would be last week, but we just recorded it before you got here.
yeah.
It was literally a very similar path.
So should I continue to
Yes.
pretend it was?
Yes.
So last week you guys were discussing art
Yes.
and how you have
Right.
to let art flow.
Right.
I guess I completely agree with that because part of what I like to do is any idea I come up with, I
Right.
try to make happen, no matter how silly. I mean, I guess as long as I like the idea, I'm going to try to make it happen.
Okay,
And even
yeah.
if I don't have an idea, I try to make something happen. So that's really what I do. I came up with this. I felt like it would be fun to fill in my buddy's face with eyeballs. I got 500 postcards printed so far.
Wow.
About 230 drawn.
That you've done?
I've done about 200 of them probably.
Okay.
And 30 with help from friends. My ultimate goal, I guess,
Okay.
would
Yeah.
be able to fill up a wing in maybe the MoMA.
So you got to get them
Listen.
back.
Well, hopefully I can just give them out, and when the MoMA tells me, hey, you can't do
Come out
this,
of the woodwork.
So all this happens without any of you doing anything.
the MoMA tells me that they want to hang up these pictures,
Right.
everyone will be coming out of the woodwork, and
That should make it an invitation to get in.
yeah.
To the opening.
See, I need
Right.
ideas.
Right.
I don't know how to do this
All
all
right.
by
You
myself.
got to get them back. I think it's very important you get them back.
Okay.
That's just my personal opinion.
That's he's the detail man.
You know,
So-
I don't know. You know, maybe you're just like the a part of the artistic process is that it's out there in the world and I'll never see it again. I'll never know what has been done with this canvas. You know, I don't want to make that call. That's your call. You're the artist, but I'm just saying I feel that I don't know where to go without getting them back.
That is such a suit and tie perspective.
Yes, so I don't know how we're going to get some money off these if we don't get them back for the book. No.
I don't know how I'm going to get any money off it.
You got to open up a P.O. box. You know, if you want, I'm going to extend this to you. If you want to get these sent back to Monster Movie Media headquarters, like you don't want to open
get
up a
them
P.O.
all
box.
back to you if people send them to us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Let's...
So I will, we'll give you the address, and you'll have it, and then you can print it on the back of these. Place a little fucking thing and put stamp here or send here.
Yeah, and I can send them to people. I was also thinking of trying to make like a drawing application. You can do that stuff on your iPhone and get them printed like that.
Holy shit!
Hip-
Do you got any
Hipstagram?
got skills on that?
That's a good
No, but there are people with skills on
Yeah,
that, right?
There's
That's what I'm
some
saying.
there's some kind of app called Draw It or something where
Draw
you
something. It's
draw
a
something.
game.
Yeah, where you play against each other. Are you
Yeah.
familiar with this? Yeah. So whatever engine fire runs that'd be perfect. For
Yeah,
this.
all I gotta do is make that the background of whatever you're
Yeah,
drawing,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be eyeballs, guys. You can draw whatever you like.
Okay.
Wow. Well, that's.
I really like the idea as a whole. I really like the idea of feedback on top of your art through way of more art. I like that idea, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like what people could draw in lieu of eyes here could A, say something about themselves, B, say something about how they view the art, and C, maybe you could see something more than either of those perspectives by putting this out there and seeing what people give back to you. You know what I mean? There's multiple ways to view that equation. I think that's a really good idea. I think it's really cool.
Well, Well, I mean, originally it was just to try to challenge myself to see how many sets of eyes I could create. But
So this started off for you, like you were
Yeah.
just gonna do it, right?
500 is kind of tough, so
Yeah.
I started opening it up to whoever wants to fill in the eyes. And, you know, it just open up infinite possibilities in
Yeah.
a very localized spot on the face.
Yeah.
That, I mean, humorous results arise also because the eyes are kind of the gateway to emotion and
Right. Yeah.
being able to. So this half smile that my friend is
The
making
smirk,
in this
yes,
photo
yeah.
is can change to sad, happy, angry, surprised, aroused, dead.
I'm going to have to ask for a few of these myself so that I can fill in a few of them because I love this idea.
Okay. Yeah. Should we sign them?
You could. Some friends have signed them.
Right.
Some haven't. I don't sign them. But I mean, I'm even James has a podcast making it official that this is my project.
Yes. Yes.
So
Public declaration.
This is not our idea. We just want to help facilitate it.
Yeah. No. This isn't prearranged. We didn't know anything about this, but you
No.
could tell that we've immediately gravitated to it. We're immediately on board.
I think it's a really interesting idea.
Yeah, and Phil's already starting.
I'm just playing with it already.
Yeah, so
that's how immediately drawn to this idea I am. Is I'm already playing with it. I like it a lot.
So yeah, this is your project, the unnamed project. Draw on your friend's face 500 cards.
I think that this project, just out of irony and also because, and I'll explain it in a second, being that it's face related, I mean, I'm just throwing this out there. I think I Want a Famous Face could be a good idea because
Remember
I
that
mean,
TV
if
show?
do you remember that TV show where people wanted plastic surgery to look like a famous person? Like it was like, I want to look like Jessica Simpson, even my twat. I'm gonna have reconstructive surgery, and like they would go under their knife and like come out looking more like their favorite.
You never heard of this show?
celebrity.
No, I don't know that show.
Dude, you have to go online and find a few episodes. Like it's a real thing.
It was on
really
MTV.
happened.
Yeah.
Does
Yeah?
that surprise
Yeah.
you? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a few years ago, like really at the beginning of like the TMZ boom, like this whole fucking celebrity obsession, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it was called I Want a Famous Face, and I mean I'm sure you're not looking to get famous out of this, but I think that being that it's a facial thing and that obviously you never have any idea where these sort of things are going. I mean, take it or leave it. It's not. I'm just saying. I thought that was funny.
You should put famous faces on that?
You could do that too. That actually takes that even, man. That even blows. That makes it even funnier.
Or do it with a celebrity face? Yeah,
That's
I
a
mean,
good
you could do
idea,
it with tons of
too.
faces.
Yeah.
You know,
Take
maybe
the eyes
you could
off.
expand it beyond just these single set of cards that you've made.
You could. Yeah,
You
I
could
could.
really.
Yeah.
No.
If you get 500, I mean, you wanted to limit it to 500 or
No. I wanted to limit it to infinity
Okay.
and beyond.
So it's never going to be done.
Never. No.
That's
Wow.
great.
Yeah.
So,
I the whole concept and non-concept of it I love, really. I think the whole looseness of it too really is part of what appeals to me.
oh, well, I'm glad you guys like the idea. I was kind of embarrassed because I kept it a secret from you, James.
You did.
And
You did. Why were?
then I thought oh man, this is kind of a silly little project to make my way all the way over and discuss on a podcast. And
We were seriously just talking about in the last episode about. It may seem stupid or dumb or something, but just get it out there. I mean, no joke.
I swear to God, this is half of what I harped on for 45 minutes. I monologued about it, about how people should write poetry that hopefully they could someday get into the hands of Henry Rollins for him to throw on the ground and laugh at. Or like, hopefully somebody could, paint on a wall a picture that really matters or that kind of thing. And just, not being afraid of taking an artistic risk, I think. And honestly, I think this is a really good idea.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree more with that statement. I mean, if you got an idea, do it.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have an idea, do something anyway. Right?
Exactly. As long as your fucking heart is in it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about the phone.
Can you get that? Yeah. Doris? Doris! Pick up the fucking phone!
Yeah, Doris.
You're fucking fired, Doris! Go home, you dumb cunt!
Wow, there goes another personal assistant. Phill just can't keep him.
If she wasn't so... She could answer this fucking phone! She'd have a fucking job, Doris! And you wonder why your kids are going back to reform school.
All right, let's not air all of Doris's dirty laundry.
Okay, you know what?
Sorry.
I have to go speak to
I'm
her.
sorry, Doris. It's going to be all right, Doris.
Come here.
Doris, it's going to be all right.
Okay, Lunchbox, let's try this again.
Even James has a podcast.
Amazing, amazing.
You can run, but you cannot hide.
I know you're out there. I can feel you now.
And dude, don't forget your helmet.
So yeah, you did it. You know,
Yeah,
I can keep going without Phill. I got the skills. I'm a professional podcaster.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. You were well into your podcasting career.
Right.
When I met you.
That's true. I'd like to think of myself as a pioneer. I'm very proud of myself. But actually, one thing, listeners of the podcast, this is not the first time that they would have heard your voice.
Yeah, no, I was, if I remember correctly, you had me say something about that, like, opening thing that you do for your podcast.
Yeah, well, it's a little promo, and I think what you said was like, the Even James has a podcast. Podcast is back. It's like, you can run, but you can't hide.
Yeah,
for all the
that's what I
listeners,
said.
this is the guy. We got him in studio.
That's what I said. Oh man, I remembered it totally differently. I thought I said something like, shit. It's like, there ain't no stopping this, or and I don't know where I got that from.
I don't know. Yeah, it was totally just like, I'm like, hey man, just say we're back, and whatever catchphrase comes to mind, and that's, you said you can run but you can't hide. That's what you came up with.
No, you told me to say that.
Oh, that was me.
Yeah, you were very strict about what I could say.
I was strict.
Yeah, you gave me a you gave me a little sheet of paper.
Yeah,
George, I need you to read this into the mic slowly.
Wow, I think you're being totally serious too. I have a fake memory of this.
Can I improv? I'm not. I don't think my character would say this, James. No. Say it slowly.
That's
slower.
hilarious.
One more time, as slow as possible.
Yeah.
And then finally, I think I got one that
we got the
you were
take.
happy with.
Yeah. And
then we went back to doing what work.
Yeah, it was. My memory of it was definitely in the middle of working, and you walked by me, and I probably just asked you to do it, talking in my laptop.
Yeah.
and you just kept walking to whatever you were doing. As I was working on a promo for my podcast during work hours. So
ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean, we both got paid to do that promo. So yeah.
Oh, they found the lolograms, by the way.
What was the lolograms? Oh, those little
holograms.
Mark would write little things. What were I have a big memory of what they
notes. Post-it notes. Your daily lologram. Although he did like 2 or 3 a day.
Okay. Oh.
And
what's up, Bruno?
What were we talking about?
You were talking about lolograms.
Oh, Mark's lolograms.
Yes.
They're comedy genius.
Yeah, he would do like little like like the family circus or circle or whatever the fuck it is. Is it a circle or is it a circle? I don't remember. But,
yeah, family circus.
Yeah.
Only I think there were more. Hitler was more of the subject matter. Hitler.
Isn't that the subject matter on that strip?
Hitler ice skating.
Okay.
As Hitler, and it was
Hitler ice skating as Hitler.
Yeah. Hitler on ice. Hitler as Hitler.
Oh,
Hitler
right,
on ice. And it was like Hitler with a big Hitler head skating around.
Wow.
Oh, well,
I forgot about this completely. Wow.
Yeah. No, I still laugh every time.
So what do you mean that you say they found them? Where were they? Like
they were underneath the desk, stuck. They found them. No one was lolling that day.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what happened with it?
It was like, look what I found. What is this shit? And
wow.
Those lolograms.
I mean, you could tread as lightly as you want, but I really want to paint the picture of this. So Mark would make these comics, we'd share them with everyone in the office, and then I guess he was storing them under his desk.
He had a fine collection of them.
Which stayed there for years.
No.
Not years.
Like a month.
Months. Whatever. Month. You take it for a month. Why was someone underneath the desk?
I don't know. I don't know how they were, how they came about, but I got presented with them. And,
so they went right to you, like they blamed you, like you were the culprit? Or?
No, they were like, what is this? I'm like, those are those little comics. Holograms. And then, like, they started going through, like, and then I had to, like, try to justify the Hitler in it, and it got kind of tough.
But why were you taking responsibility for them? Just because you knew what they were? Or what?
I think I was the only one left. I was the only one left.
Right.
I was the last one till I finally.
The last of the Mohicans.
Yeah. Till I said it's time to run away.
Right. Are you guys coming? You coming back? Yeah. Well, Phil's got a new assistant, so let's make him up. No, we're good.
Where am I going?
Let's see. You stay there. You stay there.
Here?
Yeah. Yeah, have a seat. Have a seat, Bruno. No.
Usually, I'm not so tough on my personal assistance.
Wait, you're off mic, can't hear you.
I said I'm not usually so tough on my personal assistance as I was on Doris, and I want to apologize to any women out there that heard me use such foul language, but I assure you, you fine women and feminists too would agree that this woman is a class A1 cunt. And she's gone now. She's out of the building. Doris is no more. She'll stop ruining the lunches. I promise. I apologize. That was
alright.
my fault.
Cool.
My payroll. I should have had that shit in check. You remember the time, the tuna incident? It was awful, dude.
All right. Well, so let's let's introduce Bruno. I mean, you're
So this is Matt.
Matt
Bruno. Longtime friend.
I'd like to play.
Very good.
Um,
What do you like to play, Bruno?
Is this a family show? Or
Yeah.
I-
No. Yes, and both.
Yes, no, and it's all coming back to me now.
Yeah. Yes. No,
Obviously, I like to play finish the Celine Dion song.
right.
Big fan.
We're big fans of that.
Right.
But no, that's cool. I'm an observer. Go on.
No problem.
I
I just want to introduce you. You know, you. But you're
no
here
need
to
to introduce me. I'm not important. It's okay. I'm
He's
just
not
the
so
Mr.
much-
Han's new assistant.
He's
No
not
big
so
deal.
much a personal assistant as he is a manager of all affairs that I can't handle
Okay.
because I walk around in life like a baby with forks in its eyes, bumping into walls, crying and bleeding.
Yeah, we covered that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, not this episode.
Right. Last episode.
Right.
All right. So, all right. Let's jump back to what we were talking about. So, George,
Yeah.
how's it going?
Good. Good. Hi, Bruno.
Hi, George. I'm Bruno.
I'm George. Nice to meet you. You can draw on a face if you like.
This is George's project. You take that home and you draw on that and you bring that right back to Mr. Hahn.
He doesn't call me Mr. Hahn.
That's the dude from Lincoln Park, right?
That's why he doesn't call me Mr. Hahn. I tell you, you have one cousin in a shitty rap metal hybrid band, and you know he's adopted for fuck's sake.
I know.
He's adopted.
I know.
Okay,
He's
he's
not
not even a
even-
real Han.
he's-
He's. I'm not gonna get started.
Don't worry about it. So, we were talking about
Sorry.
let's just finish this little story here.
Okay.
All right. So, just to recap to these dudes, myself, George, and Mark 5 years ago worked together in the same office.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Me too.
Mark will hear this, unlike when we talk about Phill when he's not here. Mark actually will, because Mark actually listens. So Mark would draw comics every day for us, you know, and it was called what was it called again?
The Lologram.
Logogram.
Mm.
It was like a family circus type thing, one panel, you know, just a little thing. And now, what was the one that you just described to me?
Oh, the Hitler on ice.
I love Mark's little drawings.
Hitler as Hitler on ice. And it wasn't so much that, but the picture Mark drew of a little Hitler face ice skating, wearing a big Hitler face hat, and the smaller Hitler face was inside the mouth of the big.
Respect for the artist. Come on.
I'm sorry. I
yeah,
always
yeah.
laugh at Mark's.
It was
So.
no, it was. I mean,
It was Logogram. We were laughing.
yeah, it was Lologram.
Yeah.
They were doing the.
For those of you at home, I'm slapping the knee right now.
Yeah.
It's clever.
So he would pass that around discreetly to us, and we'd all lol,
Yes.
and then we'd pass it back to him, and Mark saved them. And that was just the one really I remembered.
One of many.
One of many, yeah. I mean, a lot of them were Hitler dressed as something ice skating.
You know what's funny about this? I don't mean to interject into your story, but I have on my wall a drawing Mark did in like 2003 or 2004 of Michelangelo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles with Hitler's head for a hand stealing a diamond in a pizza. And it says, there's a cop quotation that says, "Drop the pizza and the diamond, Michelangelo," with Hitler's head for a hand. And so I know where this is all coming from, so I get it. It's just funny to me.
That was his inspiration, and I mean, not all of them had Hitler, but I think that was just like, there was like
He's really got a thing for drawing Hitler.
Hitler Week or something, or
I think that's when I was still too afraid to talk to Mark. He was still cool and edgy.
And here it is, you find out he has things called Hitler Week. Sorry.
Resisting the urge to tell you that I've had it up to here with your Hitler jokes.
Oh, that was a good one for the video. For the audio listeners, you're just missed out on a
Nothing
great
happened
physical
for
joke.
the
So,
Oh no.
so he put him underneath the desk apparently, and after both Mark and I were not there anymore for various reasons, they were found by someone else, and George was asked to explain.
Yes. Who's explain this?
Yeah.
What is this? The holograms. It's for morale. For morale.
For morale. Yeah, it was definitely for morale.
For your help.
But I mean, and I had to. It was just a sticky situation because I had to justify these pictures of Hitler
Wearing his own head.
underneath the desk, and needless to say, I guess.
What was the end result of this? Like,
Oh, nothing really.
oh, okay.
It
It's
was
like climactic.
just
Or just made it seem like you had to pay for the existence of lolograms.
no. I mean, it was just a awkward conversation.
Okay.
I wasn't there too much longer after you guys.
Okay.
I decided to leave the country entirely.
Really? Well, this is where the story gets interesting.
Yeah.
Where did you go?
I traveled Asia.
Oh, wow.
I went to China for 2 months. Then the more southern ones, Thailand, Cambodia, Laos. Then moved to Japan for a year.
Holy shit, this is a lot more interesting than Post-it note drawings under the desk.
If you say so.
So did you, everyone's dying to know, did you find love out in Asia?
No. No, I
Did you
didn't.
go on a holiday in Cambodia?
This guy's good, Phil. This guy is really good, Phil. I'm glad you called on to this one.
I hired him for a reason.
Unemployment line, here I come.
No, it was
Again.
Not today.
it's a lot of soul searching
Oh, okay.
in Japan.
Did you do it in Seoul?
I
No?
did go to Seoul.
Nice.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
Nice,
Was that
good.
cool?
Nice,
I
really
mean,
good.
like, was it?
I'm never coming
How
back.
much of a cultural difference, cultural shock did you go through? Like,
Oh, huge. Well, not really. You know, you experience cultural differences and
Right.
some interesting things. Like, so I was living out in pretty much in the sticks for a while. I had this mountain village in Japan. I didn't speak a word of Japanese, well,
Really?
other than, you know, you, hello, thank you, excuse me.
Where's the nearest prostitute? Yeah.
Wait, where's the nearest prostitute?
Is this still
No, all I
Batman?
can say is, where's the orgy?
Oh, okay.
I learned how to say that. It was a big hit at all the
Right.
at all the get-togethers. Get the guy who can't speak any Japanese to like, what was that? Can't hardly wait. I felt like that asshole, that
In
foreign
reverse,
exchange
huh?
student who-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
who was you know, you say,
I would like to touch your penis.
yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah.
just with the can't hardly wait.
Yeah.
Oh,
Your story?
Was that a thought you were having there, bro?
Well, that was the line from Can't Hardly
Yeah.
Wait. You know, I was like, oh, George, say this shit.
All right.
All right, well, it wasn't me. You know, where's the orgy? You know, everyone laughed.
You knew what you were saying, though, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was told.
All right.
I was told. It was
Did anyone tell you where the orgy was?
no, there was no orgy.
No.
Or at least I wasn't invited.
Man, because I have heard that Japan and Asia in general is nothing but non-stop orgies, or at least
Right.
that's what the internet will have me believe.
Well, yeah, that's what I see on the pornos.
Like I said, that's what the internet would have me
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah, they saw some crazy Japanese pornography. I saw a Japanese porno where the idea was it was a race like the Indy 500. Only the women were getting fucked by the cars as they drove
Oh my
around
God,
5
I thought
miles
that this
per
was
hour.
going to be by humans.
Michael Bay listened to this
It's
because I think
Chinese.
Transformers 4 just got scripted.
They joysticks were dildos, and
Oh my god.
the engine was fucking them.
That's
some of the
the
cars-
story
some-
with most Japanese cars is the engine fucks you.
Yeah.
It seems whenever we have guests, we
Wah,
end up
wah,
talking about foreign pornography.
Yeah, we should make that a segment into itself.
But actually, I was saying, of course we do start talking about sex and dirty stuff. But you were saying you had a soul searching experience. So let's
Yeah, well,
let's go highbrow back. Let's
He had
go
sex.
back.
That's all the soul searching you need.
No, he didn't have sex. He didn't find the orgy.
No, I did not find the origin.
It doesn't count when you're alone.
No,
Talk
no,
amongst
Bruno.
yourselves.
Well, you know the situation we were in. Work was getting us down.
Yes.
Needed a drastic change.
Mm-hmm.
I needed a drastic change. I wanted to be an artist, and I was doing anything but that at the time. So I took the money I had saved. I left. My friend who'd been living in Japan for a long time, told me to come. He could set me up. Living accommodations. He found this shithole in the woods.
Wow.
For me to stay.
So you really
Yeah. It
went
was
bare bones, huh?
Mountain Village.
Shit.
Mountain Village. It was a house. We had to fix it up just to get it livable. Stayed there. Painted a lot. Felt like it was good because you got to feel. Well, I got to feel like I could finally focus on myself because
Right. Yeah.
socializing is limited.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more of an inward. Well,
Yeah.
that and discovering, seeing new things is another
Right.
issue on itself. But it was really nice, and just getting to do that for an extended period of time, living. I can't say isolation because it was in a town,
Right.
but
It ain't northern New Jersey.
it ain't northern New Jersey.
Yeah.
It was so peaceful. You could wake up with the sunrise because the sun would hit you in the face.
Right.
Get to work on my artwork. Like, fix myself up some breakfast.
Did you have to hunt?
Work on my... No. There's nothing to hunt.
It's Japan. They've killed everything.
Okay. I didn't know if you were that out there. You had to hunt for your meals, or
No. I had to take a bus to the supermarket.
Oh, okay. That's kind of a hunt, right?
What a downer.
Yeah. But it was a good experience.
Cool. So,
I got to learn a lot about myself, about
Mhm.
what I wanted to be doing. Came back and working on my art ever since.
that's awesome. When'd you come back? When'd you get back into stateside?
When the hell did I come back? I don't know. I forgot. It was 2 years. 2 years ago. I've been back for 2 years now.
Okay. So when you went, was it for a particular length of time, or just see where it goes, kind of thing?
Yeah, till I ran out of money.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I found some work over there.
Oh, okay.
So I made a little bit of money, but then lost that work. So it only extended the period I could stay a little bit longer. And then
okay.
at some point, I finally decided, you know what? It's probably just time to come back and see America again. And
So you went straight to McDonald's.
no, they have McDonald's there.
I know, but it's not the same. Come on.
It is
Come
the
on.
same. It is exactly the same. It is exactly the same. Only it's they got a cooler nickname for it over there. It's called like Makudo.
Hey, Big Mac.
Makudo. Yeah, they shortened it because they like shortening words and stuff.
Too many people, not enough time.
Yeah. So whenever I wanted a taste of home,
Mm-hmm.
Big Mac attack, huh?
Yeah, I know they have all that shit over there. I just
KFC. All the KFCs have statues of Colonel Sanders standing out there, like, ready to shake your hand.
like Ronald McDonald, huh?
Oh, because he's ambassador for the whiteface.
Sort of.
No, that wasn't a joke. That was there's the whole racial thing with KFC and all the history of racism in their ads and stuff. And now their mission statement in other countries is to be in non-white and whatnot countries to have Colonel as an ambassador for American culture. I'm not kidding. That's the reason they put them in like fucking Europe now. And like in weird places.
And see, I learned something today, and it's not just about Japanese pornography.
It's
So
not.
This is a win.
It's that Colonel Sanders, in the mind of the Colonel Sanders Co., is opening the door for Caucasian folk across the board.
Yeah, so that's why you had such an easy time over there, man, because it's fucking KFC.
Colonel Sanders pays away from it.
Colonel Sanders and those statues, man.
That's
You
why
have.
they tried getting fried chicken out of my...
That's not a bucket, you sick bastards!
That's why they... Give me fried chicken, motherfucker.
That's
Give me the fucking fried chicken.
They think that all Caucasians have fried chicken on them.
We're further just creating more.
I don't know where
wrong
we're going with this,
stereotypes
but I
across
just
the
want to.
country.
But did Colonel Sanders get you laid? That's all we want to know.
No.
Then
Did
fuck him. No.
No Asian women called you Colonel Sanders, right?
No.
Well, then they're failing. Choose your mission statement wisely, KFC.
If it's not too forward, the work you did find over there, was it in the art field, or was
Yeah,
it
what
just
was
kind
No,
of,
no, it was
it was just random?
it was
just
for
making that money.
a big American company.
Yeah.
You worked for an American company in
Mhm.
Japan.
Big.
Oh, so it was actually. I really romanticize, like, working on a farm or, helping stack wood.
There's nothing you can do if you don't speak the language. I mean, you can teach English, but
Right.
I tried that. Sucked so much.
Well, you have to know how to speak Japanese in
That-
order to.
you know,
speak
they all told
English.
me I didn't have to. You just have to meet with people, and they'll pay you to have a conversation in English with them.
Really?
And I tried that, but it didn't fucking work. I'm like, so, how are you? And then I have to sit there and wait for, like, an answer to happen. And
Well, I mean, did they pay you?
yeah,
So that seems like it worked.
it was too much. Yeah, but then that
No return customers.
can't do that. I couldn't do it. Couldn't teach English.
Perhaps whereas the orgy was not a great icebreaker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking Ed McMahon over here, man.
You are correct, James.
I hope I never have to travel through any countries where I speak just a few bad words in that language. Like any Spanish-speaking country, I could get my ass kicked really quickly. So let's hope I don't have to get by on my wits there.
Yeah, let's hope. Let's
Yeah.
pray. Let's all have a moment of prayer.
I learned
for Phill.
recently how to tell somebody to suck on any other thing that I could say in Spanish, like pants. Suck on my pants. Chupa tu or
Fantastic. You've
chupa
mastered
mi
the language.
pantalones.
You're like fluent.
This is why I hope that I never have to go through it. Like the only thing I could really say is like mi gato es en fuego, which my cat's on fire.
It's important.
Which can be misinterpreted in so many ways, but especially in those lands where I'd say that.
Those magical lands.
Those magical lands of Kenny Powers.
So you're back, George.
I'm back.
In a New York group.
Yeah.
I'm back.
So, and everything's come full circle. You are in the midst of this untitled art project.
That's gonna go on forever.
That's never going to end.
Fuck.
What have you created for yourself?
That's daunting. I'm sure I'm gonna get over it and just stop doing it at some point.
Well, you don't have to do anything. You just got to keep printing them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's true. That's really easy.
Yeah.
Actually. Okay.
I'm telling you, we got to
Like
get
it.
you got to get them back. We got to put them in a book.
In a book.
Yeah.
I want to fill the MoMA with them.
Well, we got to
You
start
listening to
somewhere.
MoMA?
You got to start somewhere.
Does MoMA watch this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the gauntlet, MoMA.
Yeah. The pretty much most of our listeners are the decision makers at MoMA.
Yeah.
We're kind of in a high art crowd.
Yeah.
Big deal. I say
Lowbrow
book
for the
my
high
first
art.
time.
Wait, what did you say?
I I say we as if this was, my multiple times on the show.
Right, yeah. Well,
Our listeners.
yes,
Is
they
this
are.
your first time on the show too?
Yes. We lost
good.
our virginity together.
We did. We did.
That's crazy.
This is.
Bringing people together. That's what we do.
I think this will also be my last time on the show, so don't worry.
Really?
I'm sure it won't.
I kind of like this. Sharing stories on camera.
Yeah.
And what is this? What the fuck?
Audio?
Audio? Just audio?
Audio,
Is that what it
video,
gets?
technically?
It gets audio
Can't
and
say
camera.
recorded.
Podcast.
Let me just pop in this area track, see what you think.
Yeah, no, it's both.
It's audio.
Yeah,
It's,
it's video. Yeah, it's your life
Multidimensional.
documented for others' entertainment. You're now an
Well,
entertainer, George.
My life serves only to entertain others.
By the way, your face is coming along beautifully,
Oh, thank you.
and
It
also
is.
your
Thank
artwork.
you. Oh, mine? Oh.
I meant to say your face and then also your artwork,
Oh.
like I was complimenting your face.
Oh.
So yes, yeah.
I'll tell the surgeon that you said thank you.
Yeah, Phil's been working on his face.
I'm
Bruno,
trying to
you're-
achieve a more
what's going on over there?
like image.
I am without a writing
Face.
implement.
Oh, let's
Documenting
get this guy a
television.
pen.
I also have questions, but I'm not sure if I've missed that part. I'll
Alright.
have to wait till I watch the episode.
Well, ask and
Well,
who
yeah,
cares?
ask a question. What,
Well,
for me?
Is this based on someone in particular, or this
Yeah,
is
it's my
just
friend's face.
You were friends with the guy from SVU? So cool.
Steve Stabler.
Yeah.
My friend Stabler.
His friend Elliot Stabler.
I think this needs to be like a single cell daily comic. like what is that one? Family Values or whatever.
Oh, we were talking about Family Circus. Yeah.
Family Circus.
Yeah.
We didn't just reference that, 10 minutes ago? It's all right.
So
Watch
I
the
was
program.
spaced out, man.
He was
Pay attention to the product.
Scotty, he's.
he was in the
let's
zone.
see.
Yeah.
I was paying attention to the product, just the other one. The other.
So this is his
white
friend.
powder.
So
His
that
friend Elliot Stabler. Got it.
yes, his friend Stabler. So what other questions do you have for George Bruno?
Where do babies come from?
Fucking. Right?
I like
Yes,
it. That's the most
yes.
honest answer I've got. Usually people go into the whole
Ever.
stork story. This guy.
Yes.
Ever, yeah.
Although that's
Good
another.
people.
Although they also come from clay. I've been making ceramic
Right on,
babies
right on,
recently.
right on.
See?
It was my other art project that nobody seems to like. They all just creeped out. You make a baby that's not a real baby, and it's not fucking cute anymore. It's creepy.
What is that? What is that? I don't
understand that at all.
So you've gotten some negative reaction to this, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, I understand where they're coming from. They do
Right.
look kind of creepy. They're ceramic melting babies, but
Right.
I think I need to own a ceramic melting baby to make my life complete.
well, they're for sale. They're for sale.
If some of our listeners at home might want to buy one of these, where could they get it? What's
You send me an email.
what's your email, George?
My email is G. Period. Skoufas.
Yeah, you're gonna have to spell that for
Yeah,
listeners at home.
I'll spell it for listeners. That's SKOUFAS @gmail. And you can email me and yeah. Tell me you want to buy a ceramic baby.
Yeah.
I'll tell you some crazy price. You tell me I'm not paying that shit. And eventually you can probably it's a great time to take advantage of a desperate artist.
Right.
You know, I'll sell it for
Let's ballpark it here. What's the
no.
What's the
I can't.
current?
I can't. Start the negotiations. I mean, I just advertised that no one wanted. Everyone's creeped out by these freaking things.
I can't wait to see it because it sounds so much like something I would want to see with my eyeballs in
Yeah.
this lifetime.
Yeah.
You guys ever watch? Not to drastically change topics, but did you ever watch that movie with Matt Damon where he's like, "Hey, you like apples? Well, I can do math."
Yeah, that freaking movie.
Yeah, what's
Good Will Hunting.
yeah,
Yeah.
Academy Award-winning motion picture.
Yeah, I never watched that.
yeah. Minnie Driver, right? You guys ever see that part with Harmony Korine in that movie? It's fucking hysterical. He's like getting dragged past. He's like, "Hey man, I remember you from Juvie. Hey, you want a piece of my ass?" And then they pull him away.
That was Harmony Korine?
Yeah, it was Harmony Korine.
I had no idea.
Yeah, I forced my girlfriend to watch 5 minutes of that with me the other day because she hated trash humpers. And so I was like, look, it's Harmony Korine on the television. She was
Usually
like,
sentences
"Who?"
that start with "I forced my girlfriend" don't end so well.
Yeah, well, I have sentences that sound that way all
That was a joke. Come on.
My girlfriend loves being forced to do things, not...
I think what Phil's trying to say is, so is this project numero uno? Is this the first big one?
Yeah.
Or is there a place I can see some of your other works?
Yeah, you can. I mean, my brother helped me make a website. It's still in the works. Nothing's got
It's not
names
live?
or dimensions. Yeah, it's not. It's up there.
Well, let's get some
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
URL action here.
It's up there. Go to my GeorgeSkoufas.com. You can look at
You
some
got
art.
fucking George Skoufas got phone. You're sitting on that. You should have came out right out the gate. Hey, I'm George Skoufas from George Skoufas.
That's what I'm here
George
for. You're welcome. And Sarah, I'm the one bringing some order to this show.
We're here with George Cornrows.
Because I'll forget by the time I get to this part of the episode.
George.
Can you spell that for me one more time?
My last name?
Everything. What the hell?
Yeah. What's the web address one more time?
Go the whole alphabet.
GeorgeSkoufas.
You sure about that?
Yeah, well,
Skoufas.
it's pretty. As far as Greek names go, it's one of the easier ones, I think.
Yeah.
Rather than
Yo, let's talk about how hot
Papalopoulos.
Greek women are, huh? Let's talk about that. What do you say?
They just, some are hot, some are not.
Yeah, right on. Just like
wherever
everybody
you go.
else. I know.
Wherever you go.
I know. You gotta bring me back down to reality. I know. Man, this has been awesome, man. What's up, Phil? Can't hear you.
Oh, no, I just wanted to say that I think it's a little misogynistic how you talk about bitches sometimes.
Yeah. Come on, Bruno. Where's the laugh?
Well, speaking of naked celebrities, Take This Waltz coming out soon. Fantastic motion picture. I only know about it that I get to see Michelle Williams and Sarah Silverman full frontal. So
What is this movie?
Take This Waltz.
Sarah's naked in it, huh?
Yeah, Sarah Silverman, Michelle Williams, full frontal. It's a cute little shower scene. But it's never mind. I mean, that's what my sources tell me. I myself am too high class.
To watch Sarah Silverman in all her nakedness and Michelle Williams in all her nakedness. You're too classy for that.
Obviously, I have nothing. I'm just the setup. He tells a joke and I laugh. Don't ask me to improv.
Hey, man, Jackie Maudlin could improv.
Jackie the Joke Man. So how's your art coming over there, Bruno?
I'm still conceptualizing.
Oh, okay, cool. Cool. Well, we're getting the red flag here that we're gonna have to bring it on down here, and
I told Mark I would bullshit to try to drag it on a little bit more.
the mark that's missing for the past 4 weeks that we can't find. So you've been talking to him this entire time. We've been looking for him.
I kind of screwed
Have you
that up.
seen this boy?
I got a phone number that you should call later and give us any information. It's 1-800-555-MARK. The lines are open 24/7.
Yeah, if you have any information, George, you should call that number.
All 4 days of the week.
How am I gonna fuck? All right. So Mark, talk to me
Professionalism.
in a dream.
Oh, it was like he channeled you
He
there.
talked to me in a dream. He said, "You're there. You're at the podcast," and
Are you there, George? It's me, Mary Margaret.
I told him, "Yeah, Mark, I'm gonna keep talking to James, drag it on, make you go." For
Unfortunately, we are a well-oiled machine, and we have very strict time limits. So, I know you think you just come in here and just rework what's going on.
Take it over. I'm gonna take over the whole podcast.
I've been trying for years. It
Yeah.
hasn't
George
worked
has a
yet.
podcast.
Even
By the time this goes up, that's what it's going to be called.
Well, last week we did do the
Yeah, we did the Even Phil's a podcast. So why not do that with George?
I guess I just got called out for not watching the
Yes,
product.
you did. Don't listen to that. You got called out. You know what? Just why don't everyone just have a
right
podcast
now,
besides me? You know what? Let's just forget about James. Let's just everyone. Oh, Bruno's got one too now. Congratulations.
even Bruno's got a Bruno podcast. He's back.
Bruno's
what the
back.
fuck did I say?
He said the even. Oh, by the way, this guy. You missed this one. This guy. He is the voice of one of our best promos that says the Even James has a podcast. Podcast is back.
It wasn't that good. I was.
You're right. It wasn't like
It was the best I've ever heard anybody say it.
I felt like when I heard it,
Yeah.
I felt a bit out of place because when I'm gonna watch this. Fuck! I sound like a drunk jackass.
Yeah, you got to get over that. That's part of being a professional podcaster.
We're not
Personally,
supposed
I
to drink
revel in how much of a drunk I sound like.
Yeah.
Yeah, because usually I am. I
Gosh.
listen and I can't really be mad.
Well, that's better. You drink a little and then you have easy
Or a lot.
excuse. No, I'm actually.
It's no excuse. It's all you.
I'm drunk.
Own it. You're not- no, he's sober, guys. This is really. No, but anyways, we gotta get out of here.
Okay.
So, we gotta say some closing
Come on,
announcements.
but before we go, you should tell that story you wanted to tell.
There's a fucking story.
About ceramic babies?
Yes. No. So you gave your email address. You gave your website. You know. How do people get a hold of these cards? Email you? Or?
Yeah, I think email is the best.
Yeah.
Should I get my phone number?
Yeah.
Home address?
What color your carpet is, so we know which store to go in.
Daily routine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where you are between the hours of 2 and 5.
Give all that, definitely. Phill, do you have anything you want to plug before we get out of here?
Well, there's this stupid blog that some people write, middlesexdeathtrap.tumblr.com.
Yes.
Looking to stop King James and Ghost Country and the Plagiarized Lifetime Tumblr, which I believe is plagiarizedlifetime@tumblr.com. Is that
Nice.
correct?
Oh, wait.
Not really mine to plug.
Yeah, do you got something to plug, Bruno?
Only the best goddamn podcast I've ever been a part of.
All right, you're going to plug the show that you're on right now? That's
Absolutely.
great.
I guarantee I will hit the kind of people who would watch this episode. I guarantee it.
Well, it's linked to from the Middlesex Death Trap. Either way.
Oh, by the way, happy belated birthday, Bruno.
Yes, happy belated birthday.
Yes, and
Nothing else to be said.
no, I wished you happy birthday on the internet, and you said that you were happy that your favorite podcaster knew your birthday, and I totally forgot about that till just now. So this must be a real treat for you to be sitting right next to your favorite podcaster.
I'm semi-erect. I'm not gonna lie.
We call that chubs around here.
Chubb, see, I get down with the lingo, the vernacular, if you will, the lexicon.
That's the first I heard that one.
I've been around here in my brain.
Yeah.
I mean, I was talking about my genitalia and around.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Gotcha.
You got it. All right, cool. So that's what you're gonna. You had nothing to plug.
Nothing to plug.
You got any appearances coming up? Any any movie projects? Any tap dancing appearances? Nothing. You're on tour?
Well, we have one of those.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Our tap dancing appearance.
I thought
next
you
week.
told me you deleted those videos, Phil.
Well, I deleted the videos, yeah, but that was only the routine being rehearsed. We still have the actual performance next month, June 30th, at the Ice Capades. He and I have a tap dancing.
Wow, you guys finally are tap dancing on ice. This is going to be beautiful.
Well, no, it's a stage
Much
on
like
the
Hitler
ice.
on ice. Huh? No.
Yes,
Hitler on
it
ice.
will.
That's
be
what we
much-
call a callback in the industry. Now
Yes.
you know something.
This guy, you are a professional, Bruno.
So-
Glad you could be professional. All right, let me tell everyone what they need to hear to get out of here. You can follow me on Twitter, which is how we say it from around here. Twitter.
These parts.
It's the same website, don't worry.
Yeah, don't worry, same website. At James H. Carter 2. You can email the show, jamespodcast@gmail.com. You can visit our website, the Even James the Podcast, podcast.com. You can like us on Facebook And you can listen to the show right on Facebook as of right now. You can keep checking your friends' status updates. You can keep liking shit. You can keep wishing Bruno a happy birthday and you can keep listening to the show at the same time. That's the world we now live in, ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks for tuning in, George. Thanks for coming, Matthew. Bruno, stop being in. Was always a pleasure. Thank you for coming on finally. We're gonna try and pass on as many of these faceless heads as we can that George has created.
Yeah,
so send them in.
I'll give you guys 6.
All right.
Or like 4.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll get in
We
touch
need
for
more. We need more, George. We're gonna name this project. We're gonna have you back on the show.
Yeah. I'm coming back for you, Mark, whenever they find you.
Yeah, whenever we find Mark. He'll be back. All right, everyone. Well, do me a little favor and keep one foot in the grave and the other in the gutter. Bye-bye.